this may be the last chance that KD has to win the title as a number one on a team. And I know that may be hyperbole as well, but I think that's a very real possibility that that's the case. What's your next item you're excited for?
Oh boy. So I think, I don't know if I'm excited or I guess I am. I'm fascinated more than excited. And that's the Brooklyn Nets legacy here. I think there's so many storylines, and if you're looking for kind of reality show drama, which I am here for, I watched The Bachelor, I've watched The Real World. I mean, I'm all for drama, so what can you do? But it's going to be fascinating to see how this team moves forward with all the superstars on it. They clinched a spot in the play-in tournament, and after beating the Cleveland Cavaliers, they fell to the Boston Celtics, losing in a series 4-0. And we kind of know the drama in terms of Ben Simmons, trying to return to form. The drama with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, we don't need to rehash that. I'm sure you guys heard all that drama in the offseason podcast. And of course, there's more drama here, in terms of, I guess, Steve Nash being booed at one of the practices that the Brooklyn Nets loves to do outdoors.
Yep,
to me,
today.
I think it's going to be fascinating to see how Ben Simmons fits on this team and how Kevin Durant reacts to him. And we interviewed Jeremy Cohen of Knicks Film School, and you'll be hearing that in the coming weeks. And what popped to me in my mind when he was talking is, I think it was a preseason game, and he said that Ben Simmons, I think Kevin Durant passed him the ball, right? And Ben Simmons passed it off. He had wide open shots. He gave them up.
Well, yeah, he was wanting Ben Simmons to post up another point guard who was 9 inches shorter than Ben Simmons.
Sure.
And he passed it to him twice, and both times Ben Simmons passed the ball out of the post.
And to me, along with what Jalen Rose said in terms of within the fourth quarter, when there's going to be more defensive pressure on Kyrie Irving, more pressure on Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons has to be some kind of a shooting threat. And listening to his podcast on Old Man and the Three with JJ Redick, Matt knows this. I've been the one to really kill Ben Simmons on multiple occasions. But I'm really trying to be optimistic in terms of how he's going to fit with, the rest of his teammates. But I just think without a shooting threat, I just think it's going to be very hard for Durant and Irving to have patience with this guy. You know what? These are two of kind of the most, I don't know how you put it. They just love to be covert with their drama online. And I just see, memes and just burner accounts just happening, dissing Ben Simmons when there's a big game going on. And that's my concern with this team happening here. And that's why I don't think they're a worthy contender. I think they're going to be in a conversation, but I just think overall with just this element, I just think there's going to be problems here. And we've seen it. I mean, the numbers don't lie. When Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are healthy, when they're playing together, they are almost unstoppable. But it's just a matter of just them being hurt. Just, hey, Kyrie doesn't want to play that day. It's just a lot of question marks with this team. And I think this is do or die. I think my question to you, Matt, from a Kevin Durant perspective, if there's drama here, and I think for me, I'd be a lot more accepting if the Nets go to the finals and they lose to the Warriors in a compelling series. I don't think that really hurts Kevin Durant's legacy. But if they get bounced early, if they get bounced in the first, second round, I think that's going to cause some significant damage. Am I overreacting here, do you think?
Yeah, I think this is a fork in the road year for KD.
Yeah.
And I've been saying that since the offseason, since KD requested a trade in a situation that he created. And I know he can go on media day and downplay all this and say that he hasn't missed any games, which, yes, that's true. But look, you are the leader of this team. You formed this team. And it's no small thing here that KD requested a trade this offseason. And let me just be blunt. I try and be as objective to you, the listener, as possible. I try not to let my fanhood, my biases get in the way. So I will give you honest, objective opinions. But I want to say, from the fan side of things, like, my excitement with the Nets now, they've been an embarrassment the past 2 years with what was on paper and the product that we got. We got 16 games of Kyrie, James Harden, and Kevin Durant on the floor together that initial season that those three came together. Embarrassing, embarrassing. Last year, chaos. Some of that, league decisions and things like that. I actually, in some ways, have sympathy for Kyrie Irving for missing some of those games. I know that's not a popular opinion, but whatever, I'll say it. In any case, last season also kind of an embarrassment overall. So my excitement with the Nets at this point is to see them fail and to blow this up, because I kind of feel like, as an NBA fan, it's been a huge letdown. I guess the best thing that we got out of the Nets to this point was KD almost getting to the finals, had it not been for his foot on the line on that long 2-point shot that he made that looked like a 3-pointer. That was drama. That was competitive. And look, I can't say anything against KD and Kyrie as competitors when they are in the game, especially KD. I mean, we've seen him go out in the finals tearing an Achilles to play and succeed in the finals. So look, this guy is the ultimate competitor on the court, but I think, to get back to answering your question, this is a fork in the road year for him. And this may be the last chance. I know he's 34, but the injury history is there. This may be the last chance that KD has to win the title as a number one on a team. And I know that may be hyperbole as well, but I think that's a very real possibility that that's the case. We'll see what happens. LeBron, we've been spoiled by LeBron being able to carry his performance into year 20 now. That doesn't happen. That's the anomaly. That's the exception, not the rule, with these ultra talents. So
that's interesting.
We'll see what happens.
I would say, because I know we can get into a whole debate, so I'll keep this brief. But I will disagree with you. I don't think, from a production standpoint, when he's on the floor, that I am ready to say that he's going to be on the decline, after this season. I get what you're saying with that.
NBA MVP talk last year.
Correct. Yeah. And the way he plays, it's a very finesse game, which is not a diss. I know finesse has a bad connotation to it. I disagree. I think
it's glorious.
I think his game is set to where he can play for a long period of time and be productive as a number one player and not have to be super physical, as compared to LeBron, which sometimes he's going to have to take some more physical punishment. It's just the way he plays. So with Durant, I get where you're saying, but I think due to his game, I think he fits in on it with any team. I think he's just too efficient regarding that. But at the same time, I don't know really what he wants in his NBA career. He's had every scenario, and he's unhappy every time. So it's just like, I don't understand what does he want? You've been number one, wasn't happy. You've been with the dynasty, you weren't happy. You got your own team, you're not happy. You picked the guys who won on your team. What else do you want? I'm just at a loss for words.